interesting here. Let me just show you this from, we've been sharing a lot of these comments and commentary online. Life here in Nigeria is unbearable. No good roads, water, system of education, job, most of all, no hope. Biafra exit is the only hope we have. That is a voice of desperation, Governor.
Well, that is clearly, Femi, if I look back at all these agitations and everything, you could see, for me, I could take it back to issue of several years of leadership failure for the Southeast in particular. This one is very clear, is structural, is in all facets, and you can see it from even things like creation of states. We have the least states, we have the least local government. In terms of infrastructure, is there. It's clearly something you can see, something you can feel. Like I said before, you have a situation where you have leadership failure. The leaders have not cared for the people. They have failed to deliver. And when you have a sense of hopelessness, compounded with the way we find ourselves today, because you have to look at it, there was Biafra of yesterday, and the young ones we were talking about today, who did not experience Biafra. The commonality in this is that they still feel a sense of injustice, of exclusion, coupled with the economic realities of today, which have given them a sense of hopelessness, and this have escalated this agitation. So it's something you have to look at in this. It's not going to be solved by issues of extreme, maybe, oh, we have to leave. That's why people are calling for restructuring. So where we can go, each region can be able to take control.
Governor, I'm just thinking in terms of being in Nigeria right now, what is the atmosphere like in terms of this build-up, seemingly so, of people from the Southeast saying, this is our time to get a referendum, perhaps, to get more attention on our part of Nigeria. Can you give us a sense of what that's like to be there in Nigeria right now? Is it fringe or is it big?
Well, in Nigeria right now, if I can get it right, what is happening in Nigeria now, there's no difference from what is happening before. And let me say it again, the people are not like I said, these agitations and everything, and I listen to Jaffa when he says every side is crying for marginalization. That is why the continued call for restructuring of the Nigerian state is imminent, that we sit down and discuss as family how we can continue to live and live.
Niger, and then I will go to you, Governor. The legacy is a bigger marginalisation of the region. The region suffers total collapse of federal infrastructures. Power should be devolved. That's what We Must Fix Niger says. You say what, Governor?
Yeah, it's in fact, if you look at what everybody's saying here, it boils down to what I said before. Because you have a failed state called Nigeria, because the leaders has not been fair, all of us who are leaders, because I'm part of the leaders, have failed to deliver to the people, is why where we are today. If you take the Civil War, for example, and listen to what Uche said, where we're coming from, 50 years after, we have failed to address the issues of the Civil War.
But I hear what you're saying. Governor, this is important. This is from Nephew. He says, Peter Obi is part of the leadership. By virtue of that, he has failed the people also. You pretty much owned up to that. Where do we go from here? How do we actually fix some of these issues that have been going on for so many decades?
Issue, like I said, the premise is that we need to have
let me hear the fix. Hold on.
Yes. Visionary leadership in Nigeria that can bring everybody, all the ethnic nationalities are complaining of marginalization. Some are more like the Southeast will say, but we need to sit down, have a visionary leader who can drive this process and build the country and make the country. We need to love each other, be able to say, oh, listen, this is a country, come, let's hear what you're talking.
Please.
If you have people who are agitating, Let's sit down and
Governor,
dialogue with them.
Let me come in, sir.
It's not our business. Or it's not this. You can go on and on about this.
Governor, just a word, really. I have something to add in respect to what it's just a rider to what
Yes, Jafar.
It is.
Nigerian administration sent to us on the stream. This is specifically for us. They said, this is what we're doing. We hear these complaints right now. Let's put up the statements over and you can actually read it. A couple of things I'm just going to pick out. It's also agreed that legitimate issues and concerns identified and expressed by different ethnic groups will be addressed on their merit and appropriately on an ongoing basis. Are these issues being addressed, Governor?
No.
Femi,
Governor, if your name is Governor, I would like to hear. Let's have some clarity. Last few minutes of the programme. Yes, let me just get some clarity. Hold on one moment.
Femi, let me start by commending Acting President Osibanjo for consultation. That is the right way to go. But I also urge him to consult the people that are directly involved, the youth, whether it's the POP, whether it's the Arewa youth, whether it's, let them also be consulted. Not just the elite, not just us, the leaders.
Right.
They need to consult these people. So I encourage him to do that. But Femi, please allow me to make comment on what my brother Uche mentioned.
Sure.
When he mentioned
Governor, we're in the last 1 minute of the programme. Make your comment very brief.
When we did that, in issue of Ezu River, when I was governor, I was away in the UK. When I was called on my way to the US, when I was called that something happened in a river that is between us and the Enugu.
All right. Governor Obi, I am so sorry. We are out of time. This